Hi guys, welcome to FilamentPHP series, and in this episode I'm going to show you how to add chart widgets in FilamentPHP. In my previous video I already show you how to add these stat widgets in a dashboard, so let's get started. So before start I want to show you the demo. So you can see that this is the dashboard and I have added the stats widgets that I already show you, and then I have added the chart like this way. You can see that line chart, and then I have created the pie chart. So let's create in our project. So let me go here in my terminal, just close this project and go to our application that we are working before. Okay, and let's run the application, and let me go back over here and just and login page, and let me log in. You can see that last we live on the just states widget. So let me go and create a new widgets using the command php artisan filament widget, and we are going to name the chart widget. So user chart widget, and hit enter, and it is asking for which widget you want to create. So I am going to choose the chart, and then they are asking which panel you want to use. I will choose the default, like create a new panel, and then default resource says no. And then they are asking which chart you want to use. You can see that there is a list of chart over here: bar chart, bubble chart, and donut chart, and line chart. So for now just we choose the line chart, hit enter, and they have created a new file like user chart widgets. Let me go to my VS Code editor and go to the app Filament. Inside there is a widgets folder and user chart over here, and you can see that user chart widget class over here. They have given the heading and then get data, and over here they have defined the get type. And right now we choose the line chart, so that's why it's called line, and later you can change like a pie chart, or maybe you can choose the bar chart, so something like that you can do, but for now we choose the line chart. And let me go to the documentation. Okay, so let me go here and go to the documentation. Inside the documentation there is a widgets. Inside the widgets, that's called chat widgets, and you can see that that's already command we have run to create the class, and they have given the very static example over here. Before jump into it, which chart filament php using, that's very important. So they are using the chart.js, so you have to click over here, and this is the chart.js documentation over here. Okay, so you can see that like how many chart types they are supported: area chart, bar chart, and all the things. Okay, now let me go back over here in the documentation, and what is the available chart types in filament php. They have already given the documentation link and the type: bar chart, line chart, bar chart. So if I click over here, you can see that this is the line chart, and you see that in our class there is a type that's we define the line. Okay, and same way for the setup, you can see here there is a labels we need to pass, the data sets, label, data field, all the things we can pass. Here they have provided with the JSON object, same way we need to pass as a array object. Okay, so let's see the one example. So let me go back to the documentation, and here I'm going to just copy the entire object. Just copy that, and this is the array I'm going to paste over here. Just save it. So what here is giving like a label. So label I'm going to change to the like users created. Okay, and by default we have given the current year data, for example 0, 10, 5, 2, and same way we have defined the labels like January, February until the December. Save it, and let me go back over here and go to the dashboard and hit refresh. You can see that we have a proper chart over here and that is the user chart with the line chart, and you can see that like 10, 5, and all is correct. Okay, so this was the just line chart, and you can see here is the title user chart widget. If you want to change it, like I will call new registered user chart, and just save it. Let me go back over here, hit refresh. You can see that they have changed the title. Why they have not changed? You can see that now new registered user chart. Okay, so this was the line chart, but what if you want to use the pie chart? So let me quickly create a new class. So just php artisan mac widget, and I will call user pie chart. Okay, and hit enter. Again, you need to choose the chart, and then I will choose the default option, and then here we have a pie chart and donut chart. Okay, so I'm going to choose the pie chart for now. Okay, and you can see that they have created user pie chart over there. Just let me go back over here in VS Code editor. They have created new class. Same way, I'm going to copy again this entire array, copy it and just paste it over here. Okay, and you can see that we have defined the get type, so that type is pie chart. Let me go back to the documentation. Just you need to go here, and you can see that there is a, by default they have also given the donut and the pie chart. Okay, so both are the same. Let me go back, and you can see the data you need to pass like this way. Okay, so like I don't first let's see for the labels. They have just red, blue and yellow. Same way, I don't have to like pass the number of so many labels. I'm going to just say India, US, and then I will just call like Canada. Okay, and then data I'm going to pass like 100, 200 and just 300. Okay, 3 data and 3 label I'm going to pass. Okay, because you can see that labels inside the data set, and in data sets we have a data. Okay, so just save it. Okay, and pie chart widget, let me go back over here, and then let me go and hit refresh. You can see that we have a proper pie chart over here. Yeah, if you want to use the donut chart, then also you can set the type as a donut. Okay, so if you want, then you can do it easily. Okay, so yeah, let me yeah, you can see over here donut, and this is the type. Just copy that, and let me go back to the VS Code editor, just paste it and just save it. Let me go back over here and hit refresh. You can see that the chart is different. Okay, but you can see that that height is too much over here, right? So you can change the height of the chart as well, because there is lots of options they have given over here, like clip, data and all the things. Whatever you want to set, then you can do it as well. Okay, so let me go back to the documentation, and if I go down, they have already provided for the max height. So just copy that. Let me go back over here and just paste over here. That's called max height variable. Just save it. Let me go back and hit refresh. Yeah, you can see that it's much smaller, but still not enough. So just I'm making 250. Save it, hit refresh. Now it's like a line chart and pie chart is in the same line. But this color is not good, right? Because it's not like a readable color. So let me go back over here in the example and click on the setup. They have already given the array of color, and what is the key? Background color. So just copy that. Let me go back over here, and we need to add another property over here, background color. We need to pass in the array because they have used the JSON. So just copy and paste like this. Save it. Let me go back over here, hit refresh. You can see that now we have a yellow, red and blue color. So like it looks very nice. Okay, same way, if right now we did very static example, but what if you want to do it the dynamic chart? Then let me go again to the documentation, and if I go over here, they have already provided like how to generate chart data from the ELOC1 model, like register user on January, register user on February, that I want to show in the real data. Then we need to use this Flowware Laravel Trend package. So let me click on the documentation, and here is the documentation of that plugin, and just you need to install this package. Okay, so let me go back over here and composer require, and it is going to install the package. So let's wait a moment to install. Okay, now it's installed. Let me clear it, and what you have to do next, let me go here and back to the documentation. First of all, I'm going to copy this query that already they have given in the examples. Copy that, and let me go back to our line chart, and here you just need to paste it. Okay, like this. First you need to import the trend class. So just I'm going to say trend class that I have import over here. You can see that, And here the first argument they have called like model function, and as an argument you need to pass the model name. So we are going to work with the user model, so I will just call user colon class, save it. Okay, and there is another function they have used like between. So by default they have provided like start of year and end of the year date. Okay, so end date, so that means there will be a start from the year and then January and then end from the like December of the current year. So this is we keep same for now, and then you can see that by default they have used the per month, but you can use the like per day, or you can see per hours, per minutes as well. But for this example I'm going to choose for now per month. Okay, that is the function, so that means this object will return per month data. And then we use the count data, so like January has like 10 records, February has maybe 12 records, something like that. But you can also use average, and you can use the like sum or whatever function. You can use that aggregate function that provided by Laravel Filament. But for now I'm going to choose the count, save it. Now what we need to do, we need to change this data. Okay, so how we can change it? So they already given the example using the eloquent map function, so copy that and paste it over here. And again let me trend value. Okay, so let me import it over here. Okay, so I did that, and let me go and use the for the label as well. Just copy that, paste it over here. Okay, save it. So that means we use the map method of Laravel collection, and then we just aggregate function, we display the value, and for here we display the date. Save it. Let me go back over here, go to the dashboard and hit refresh, and you can see that now I have a real user data. You can see that 6 users created, and then you can see that 4 users we have created over here, because I have created a dynamic user. You can see that 10 users in like November, so that's working perfectly fine. This was the current year data, but what if you want to display the current month data with the day wise? Then let me go here and I will call like start of month. Okay, and same way the end I am going to define like end of month, and then we are defining the per month data instead of we are going to define per day. Just save it. Let me go back over here, hit refresh, and now you can see that day wise like 1 2 3, but I have created many users like on the 12th November. Okay, and same way I have created 2 users on 10th November. Okay, so this was the chart for the current day. Same way you can use the all the carbon functions, and you can use with the between method over there. Okay, the last thing is that, for example, right now it's showing as the yellow color, but what if you have a like a theme in the blue color or something like that, then you want to change it. So let me go to the documentation, and they have already provide you the option that's called protected string $color. Just copy that, and I'm going to paste over here, and let me go and refresh it, and you can see that it's blue color. If you have a like green color, so I'm going to just say success, save it. Let me go back and hit refresh. Why it's not? Yeah, you can see that like I have to refresh it twice, then it works. Okay, so you can see that how easily you can change the color as well. You can see over here, this is the success color that's already defined in FilamentPHP. So this was very basic and simple example of chart widgets, and if you like this video, then share with your friends, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel. See you in the next episode, guys.